Well, there were tense scenes today in court as a 30-year-old Dunedin doctor was charged with the murder of a 16-year-old girl. The family of Amber Rose Rush has spoken out about their devastation at her killing in the suburb of Corstorphine on Friday night. Our Otago-Southland reporter Ian Telfer was in court and I asked him what happened there.
Rowan, there was a brief appearance from the 30-year-old man earlier this afternoon. He came into the dock. He did not give a plea today and to the charge of murder, but he was there to argue. His lawyer was there to argue on his behalf. Ms. Sarah Saunderson-Warner said that that he had been arrested late last night and that he'd had hardly any time to notify his own friends and family, and therefore she argued for his name to be protected. So he was given interim name suppression by the JP today, and so we can't name him. We can say that he was he's a 30-year-old man from Dunedin, and that he's a doctor. We can't say more than that at this stage. During the hearing, though, there was quite a lot of tension because there were friends and family in the dock, in the public gallery, and some of them took the opportunity to yell quite loudly and quite violently at the accused. And as he was led away from this brief appearance, they swore very loudly at him. One man rushed to the front of the public gallery and swore at him, and then he was led away. So clearly a lot of emotions running high.
And Ian, what do we know about what happened at the weekend? Yes,
well, we don't know a lot yet. I visited the scene this morning up in Clermiston Avenue in Corstorphine, which is a poorer part of Dunedin, up in the hill suburbs in the south of Dunedin. Now, the house has got emergency police tape all over it at the front. So it's crisscrossed, if you like, by it. And there's a police caravan there, but there was no sign of anyone this morning. There are 3 cars, though, in the front yard that have all been sort of tied down by emergency tape. I don't know whether they're part of the investigation or not, or whether they're just been not allowed to leave. But no sign of anyone. But what we do know now is that the police were called to this address on Saturday morning and found Amber Rose Rush dead at the scene, the 16-year-old. But it may have been, and it now appears that she was killed on the Friday night. So, obviously there's more details to come about that, but it seems as they have discovered her the next morning.
And Ian, what do we know so far about Amber Rose?
Well, tributes are just starting to come in from her. Her family have actually spoken very, very quickly about this. They're clearly very devastated by her death, as you would be. But she issued a statement to us, and this is what they said. She was everything. She was the heart of our family. She was the most amazing daughter, auntie, sister anyone could dream of having. She had an amazing life in front of her, and that animal took her all away and took all our hearts with her. So you can see there straight away that the family is grieving very heavily, and the family and supporters who were in court today, also showed that this may be a very, very long grieving process and quite a difficult court case to sit through.
That's our Dunedin reporter Ian Telfer there.